Hey, thanks for joining me today. You're listening to the Sit Down with Roman Gray. The more I age, the more it feels like life speeds by faster and faster. I find myself getting caught up in things that don't matter to me or bring little value to my life. Sometimes it's like I know it while everything is happening, but I still don't do anything about it. It's so easy to lose yourself in adulthood. You almost get so caught up in having to be an adult that you slowly drift away from yourself, slowly drifting from your passions, interests, loves, and ideas. Until one day you look in the mirror and you don't even know who that is staring back at you. It's scary to think that so many of us will spend most of our days working just to survive, sacrifice so much of our youth and potential to serve the purpose of being an adult and getting a real job, trying to catch up and impress those around us. I'm really, really convinced that I'm gonna blink my eyes one day and all of a sudden I'll be 73 years old. It's kind of like what Einstein said: time is relative, but time is real. Time knows no limits. Time is the only thing we really have to go after. As we lose ourselves in life, time doesn't slow down. It doesn't wait for us to realize who we really are. And to anyone that has ever truly known me, then they would know that time is one of my greatest fears and yet strongest motivators. I don't want to waste time. Time is undefeated. And it ties into the chaos of life and how it's one of the only true measurements that decides the courses we take in life and the consequences of our actions or lack of action. So, with all this being said, how do we not lose ourselves in the midst of chaos that is life? I think no matter who you are, part of you will inevitably get lost in the chaos that is life. However, I keep coming back to one answer time and time again. We have to reconnect with that younger version of ourselves. We have to find again what it was that made us feel alive and excited and just happy. Rekindle that kid-like sense of wonder. When I look around me and the people that are unhappy or defeated, they always have one thing in common. They lost touch with that younger version of themselves. They got lost in trying to be an adult and gave up on their passions and interests. They let their worlds become hijacked by other people's interests, power, and time. It's almost like the minute we lose touch with that part of ourselves is when we begin to feel lost or burdened or just deeply unhappy. Life sort of becomes lighter and we feel more possibility when we finally find that wonder and excitement about life and the world like kids do. We have a better chance of being original rather than imitators. We can choose to try and fit in and lead our days with feeling mundane and out of touch. More often than not, it'll only lead us to bitterness and remorse when we get older. And we'll feel stuck because we feel like we can't move because there's just so much junk surrounding us. life sort of starts to become gray. Everything seems to lose its hues and tones and saturation. It makes sense why adulthood can begin to feel so dull. For me, I find myself needing color. I can't live in a world that is bleak and so rigid all the time. I don't want to find myself falling one day on the rocks of everyone else's broken dreams and lost versions of themselves. While change is inevitable, we don't have to lose ourselves in that change. Before I go, I wrote a piece of poetry a while back that I feel fits today's episode perfectly. So I hope you like it. I'm trying to find stillness in the chaos that is change. It's like when you play Ring Around the Rosie and everything outside of the circle is blurry. You keep spinning and spinning, and everything all around you keeps getting more and more blurry. But the people stay in focus. The things you hold on to are always clear. Change feels like that for me sometimes. Hey guys, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. Please don't forget to support me by visiting my website, itsromangray.com, as well as follow me on Twitter and Instagram at itsromangray. I love all of you so much just for being here and supporting me. It means everything. Thank you so much. And until next time.